Yo, welcome to the new normal podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment if you have any ideas, topics, or anything y'all want me to talk about for the podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe and let me know what y'all got and let me know what y'all thinking. Right now we want to talk about having sex with your woman and treating her like you treat everybody else, right? And this was brought to my attention today from a conversation I was having with a few other men in a males group today. And the conversation was basically one of the guys in the group wanted his wife or girlfriend, forgot which one she was, to perform a certain task for him sexually, and she would not. And basically, when he told her to do what he wanted to do, basically she said, "You better go get one of them hoes, or you think of one of them hoes out there in the street." And truth be told, when it comes to sex, pretty much if that's your woman or y'all really rocking, she's supposed to be there to do everything, anything that y'all want to do, or you will go and get one of them hoes out there in the street. A lot of women say those type of things as if you can't do it, or they try to say it in a joking manner to let like to be like you're not to so they to act like they know you're not going to go out there, or they don't believe that you have the balls to do so. And the thing is, you got to understand your woman was once upon a time somebody else's hoe, once upon a time probably somebody else's side chick, or once upon a time somebody else's trash. You don't know what she's been through before she got to you. You don't know what she's done. You don't know the wild, crazy shit, the threesomes, the train she had ran on her, getting knitted on the face, spit on, punched in the face, bondage, or playing out rape fantasies or anything like that. You just never know what your woman was doing before you. And a lot of times men pedestalize our women, or we be so in love with a woman you don't want to see her in that manner or doing those type of things, because sometimes it plays on your psyche or your mind as to think of like, I wonder what she was doing before me. Or sometimes men would be like, where did she learn this shit at? Or because a lot of times when we deal with women, and I've heard a lot of women tell me this, is I've never tried XYZ, and I know they're telling the truth, but they're willing to go there with me. And they'll say, well, my last dude I was talking to, he didn't really want to do this with me. Or most of the guys seem shy to ask me to perform certain tasks or go all the way with them. And I'm always the guy that's kind of in my mind like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, how I want to do it. And this bitch better be cool with it, because what one won't do, another one will. That's an old saying, and it's a pretty true saying. If you ever been employed by somebody, they know if you ain't capable of doing a job, they'll fire you and find somebody else to do the job. So with that being said, you have to always understand that your woman was once upon a time somebody else's toy, side bitch, whore. I ain't really studying her. It was a point in time where she was chasing after a nigga doing whatever, she wanted he wanted her to do. You got to think about all of that. When it come to women, they just as freaky as you want them to be. And sometimes you have to have that big dog status, and not necessarily with money, but just that aura, that confidence, that swagger to understand that, hey, bitch, if we rocking and we fucking around and doing whatever we want to do, you're gonna have to be on my page, and you had to get that understanding set pretty quick, because I've had women tell me, well, you're not gonna do this until I get married, or you're not gonna do this until we get in a relationship, or I'm not gonna suck your dick until you jump through these hurdles. And I'm like, bro, I'm not doing all that. I'm not finna waste my time doing all that. If you looking for somebody to jump through those hurdles like that, you should find somebody else, because I'm not doing it. I'm not finna waste my time doing it. And I know that she probably can feel like she can do that, because I'm pretty sure she came across other men that went by those stipulations, timelines, guidelines, and shit like that. But when it come to women, bro, like I said, it ain't rocket science. It's pretty much most women don't know what the fuck they want. Um, but they say girls just want to have fun, and that's a true statement. Like the song say. And pretty much if you're exciting, fun, because if you've been in a relationship with a woman a long time, she's probably said some words to you like, "Oh, I'm trying to find myself," or sometimes I'm bored, or I need to, find me, or you've heard women say those type of things outside of relationship, and sometimes out in your relationship, or you hear them say that, or why those are the reasons why they broke up with somebody. Like I said, they need to find themselves, or they wanted to do them, they were healing, the typical rhetoric that women speak. When they trying to condone their bullshit or the shit they want to do. But like I said, when women, bro, you just have to go with the flow, do what you want to do, and just be confident in it. I feel like I really haven't had a woman just tell me no in anything that I want to do sexually. I think the only pushback that I've had that I can think of was maybe just like paint a face real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably the only pushback, but pretty much if I'm fucking with her long enough, we gonna get to that part too. So it's not really too much that I feel like a woman just gonna tell a man no when he's confident, he knows what he's doing, he knows her way around her body. Now, if you fumbling and fidgeting, and like I said, you're not well experienced, but you want to try to go and do some crazy shit you've never done before, but she knows that you're not capable of that, you're gonna have a hard time convincing her to, go to those levels or go to those places with you. And so sometimes you got to be careful um on how you approach women. You got to be, like I said, you gotta have your swag up. Like the date master say, dating the wrong women will make you the right man. And that's a true statement. Your trial and error, messing up. And a lot of times, fellas, you have to knock off some ducks. I know a lot of people that like to say, "Oh man, I just hit all the bad bitches and do whoop the whoop." That'd be bullshit. Sometimes, your first couple of times you got to hit you a couple ducks, maybe a few big bitches in there to get your wind up, to understand women, somebody to give you time to practice. Because let's be real, you get to a bad bitch and she got a line of niggas waiting to hit her. You can't go in there and shoot off in 2-3 minutes and be fumbling or be like on American Pie, bust your load before you even get in them. So you got to make sure that you all the way 100 before you even um approach somebody on that caliber, a woman on that caliber. And a lot of times, like I say, the more established you are as a man, getting your money, your swag up, building out who you is, people coming up and talking to you and saying, "Oh, you such and such," or "You got cloud emotion," and shit like that. It's just really not too much a woman is not going to do for you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand and be prepared for that. And like I said, if you just now starting out, and it's crazy that it's a rise of virgins when it comes to men. I did not know that. I feel like this is the most sexually liberated time, but from what I hear, the rise of incels and virgins is crazy right now. And so when you think about that, and then you start dating women, and women tell you, "Well, my boyfriend or my ex-husband, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. He was scared. I would have done it, or he never asked me to." And I always ask women, I said, "Well, excuse me." I always ask women, why don't you push the envelope? Why don't you say, "Hey, baby, let's try this." Oh, baby, I was thinking about doing this. And most of the time, women say one or two things. They'll say, "Well, I don't want him to think that I picked up a new trick from someone else." Or I always want him to see me in a light that he always viewed me as. I don't want him to see me as, the whore, or I don't want him to think that, like I said, I'm fucking somebody else, so I picked up a new move. But if we was on that type of time or that level, or where I could just be free and I didn't think I was gonna be judged, it's probably a lot of stuff I would have told my guy that I was in a relationship with. And so, like I said, as men, when we like love a woman or call this my girl or my wife, my woman, whatever title you use, but she's supposed to be special to you, we all often pedestalize women and put them higher up. But like I said, you got to always remember at one point in time, this same woman that you calling your woman, going out on dates with and being seen in public and on social media and shit like that. There's another nigga that wouldn't even do none of that with her, right? He wouldn't be caught dead with her. She was running behind that nigga doing whatever he wanted her to do. laid up. It's somewhat your bitch that you call worthy, your wife or your woman. She was a side bitch at one point in time. She probably was fucking with married men at one time. Like I said, you never know. And with women, women are never going to be completely honest about who they are and their past. And so the thing is, the older a woman is, you have to date her a little bit longer because she has a lot more life to unpack. And since she has a lot more life to unpack, you want to take your time to get to know who she is. And like I said, pretty much when it comes to sex, everybody's leading with sex. Men leading with dick and women leading with pussy. It seems like that's what a lot of people just have to offer, and people think that's consist. A lot of people think that's really what relationships consist of, and since people have that skewed mindset of you think you're just gonna be having sex all the time, you have to go into that relationship and pretty much or that situation and put it down on that person so they'll stay around long enough for you to do what you want to do or for y'all to even get to the next level because by the time you get a woman, you know what I'm saying, she probably got a lot of dick dust on her and you got to wipe her off and clean her off or do whatever before basically reinvent or rebrand the bitch, you know what I'm saying, on some trying to be like a Kanye and Kim K type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to think about a lot of that shit. So women lead with pussy, men leading with dick, sex is always on the table. Um and since we have so many women being promiscuous and having sex and have sex so early, so young with so many people, you cannot come up or be lackluster at any time when you're being sexually active with a woman at any time. So, fellas, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all, like I said, comment down below. Tell me y'all thoughts on what I'm talking about. And make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all be easy.